Hydromus 35 requires daily maintenance as specified in this video to maximise its life and avoid damage. If problems occur with your machine, undertake the basic troubleshooting checks explained in this video before contacting your service agent for further assistance. Where indicated, please ensure you unplug the machine before carrying out any maintenance. After every use, empty the recovery tank by releasing the drain hose at the rear of the machine and emptying into a bucket. Rinse out the tank with clean water to remove dirt and sediment. To drain the solution tank, connect the drain hose to the solution fitting at the front of the machine and direct the free end into a bucket. Turn on the pump switch. This will pump out any remaining solution. Add approximately half a litre of clean water to the solution tank to flush out the tank and pump. Once draining is finished, turn off the pump switch and remove the drain hose. Remove the solution tank filter, rinse and replace. Remove the recovery tank filter and remove the debris, rinse and replace. Leave the lid off to prevent odours during storage. Unplug the machine and wrap the supply cord around the handle, checking the supply cord for any damage. Loosely wrap the supply cord to prevent damage. Tilt the machine backwards to rest on the handle. Wipe down the machine, including the underside of the machine. Wipe along the vacuum shoe and check for debris. Check the vacuum shoe and brush for debris by rotating the brush round. Check spray nozzles for blockages and signs of damage. The brush should be raised for storage. Store the machine in a dry indoor area only, leaving the recovery tank off. If your machine has no power, check the supply cord and fuse for any signs of damage. Plug the machine into a different socket outlet. If you're still experiencing problems, please contact your local service agent. If your machine is not picking up water, with the machine switched on, check to see if you can hear the vacuum motor. If you can hear the vacuum motor, check that the recovery tank lid and gasket are fitted correctly and are clear of debris. Check that the recovery tank filter is clean and the ball inside can move freely. Check the drain hose plug is securely attached. If you're using the optional accessories, check the vacuum pickup shoe and hose for blockages. If the machine works at the vacuum shoe but not the upholstery tool, there must be a blockage in the tool. If you can't hear the vacuum motor or are still experiencing problems, please contact your local service agent. If there is no solution being dispensed onto the floor, check there is water in the solution tank. Check that the filter in the solution tank is clean. Press the pump switch to check that the pump turns on. Turn off and unplug the machine. If the pump does turn on, check the spray nozzle for blockages or damage and clean if necessary with descaling product. If the pump doesn't turn on or you're still experiencing problems, please contact your local service agent. If there is no solution being dispensed onto the floor when using the optional upholstery tool or stair cleaning wand, check the solution hose is fitted correctly at both ends. With the pump switch on, pull the spray lever to see if you can hear the pump turn on when using the tool. If you're still experiencing problems, please contact your local service agent. If the brush assembly isn't turning, check you can hear the motor turning on. If you can hear the motor turning on, empty the solution and recovery tanks and unplug the machine. Tilt the machine backwards to rest on the handle. Check you can turn the brush by hand. If it spins too freely, the belt has come off or snapped, contact your local service agent. If it has seized, check for any debris and remove. If you can't hear the motor turning on, turn the brush switch off, press the reset button above the main supply cord entry and then try the brush switch again. If the brush assembly still isn't turning, please contact your local service agent. the machine is leaving streaks on the carpet, make sure you're not cleaning the area more than twice. Remember to stop dispensing water 30 centimeters before the end of the cleaning area, otherwise you may be putting too much water on the carpet. Check that you aren't moving the machine too quickly. Ensure your chemical dilution rate is as per the manufacturer's instructions. Unplug the machine and check the brush and vacuum shoe for blockages and damage. Check the nozzle for blockages or damage and clean if necessary with descaling product. If you need further assistance, please contact your local service agent or email service@truevox.com.